Yes, sir. Yeah.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Thunder at the peak at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. New Orleans in the lead. The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title. But they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And, Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
And Z subbed in for New Orleans. And we saw him out here a while back. Had to fight to get his shot, but he impressed the team enough to get another 10-day contract.
You have to take it a step at a time if you're in his situation. And as much as he'd like to start celebrating, he needs to keep his focus and continue to find ways to help this team out.
Durant with it. Evans picks him up from 7.
Rebounding's going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Here's Holiday. Here's Z, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Westbrook a screen on Gordon. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there could help them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve in, more veteran leadership and toughness.
And that's Evans penetrating. Here's Z, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Perry Jones, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Reggie Jackson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And New Orleans also making a change. Rivers checked in. Pass to Jackson. Jones sets the pick for Jackson. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Collison, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Thunder trailing by 6. And Westbrook, here we go. And there's another one for the Thunder.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever. But Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose. And the Thunder with some changes. McGarry's checked in for Collison. And it's Roberson in for Russell Westbrook. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Jimmer Fredetti's checked in for Drew Holiday. Hit his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. I mean, he doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch all those shots around the rim.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Favarani's checked in. Jackson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Outside Durant. Here's McGarry. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that just shows you why it's so important to win the second shot game.
Yeah, you know, those second shots are usually the easy ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the defense is out of position on the shot attempt and in terms of rebounding lanes.
Well, Westbrook, once he blows by that first defender, he is absolutely fearless attacking the help defense. High-flying power dunks, finishes with both hands. He's a bad, bad man.
And Roberson kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. Durant with a wide open look. No good. That would have tied it.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Here's Fredette. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Anderson kicks to Rivers. And here's Fredette for 3. The rebound by McGarry. From half court, can't get it to go. Welcome back. City. Nick Collison's checked in for McGarry. Durant comes in for Jones. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Andre Roberson. And then for New Orleans, Z's checked in for Vitor Favarani. Evans comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Holiday in for Jimmer Fredette. Durant is out there with Nick Collison. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Jackson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
Now Westbrook. He picked up 18 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And he really kept his head down, withdrawing contact, getting himself to the line, played an aggressive game. That was a big-time help for him and his team.
Gordon dishes to Holiday. On the wing, Davis. Right side, Davis. Gordon for 3. Rejected by Westbrook. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Westbrook leading the charge.
That is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to run. That's when he's at his best.
Rivers, he's checked in for Eric Gordon.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Durant. First in scoring, third in steals. And there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
And Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
That's right, Clark. And the other thing we've seen is great work on the offensive glass. We're seeing second chance points for this club. Boy, they've really dominated on the glass. And, of course, they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, Anthony Davis defying comparison in his young NBA career. As the great Dirk Nowitzki said, in all my years, I've never seen anyone like him. Coach Monty Williams said, he's not like anyone we've ever seen. He's going to be his own player. Drew Holiday put it plainly, quote, he's the franchise. He's the go-to guy. And everybody here knows it. Kevin, over to you.
Chance to become league MVP in time, Doris. His talent is that caliber, I think. Thank you. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. Outside Westbrook. Collison kicks to Westbrook. Back to Collison. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Pelicans leading by 17. Holiday, the pass to Rivers. Evans outside. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Out to the wing. And the pass to Z. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. It's taken away by Collison. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Durant.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Holiday dishes to Rivers. He feeds it to Davis. Evans outside. Right wing. Z. He's covered by Collison. And he gets it to go. And 11 points for Z. Thunder trailing by 17. 30 seconds left now here in the second. From deep, Morrow. Pelicans with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
But, you know, they don't have anything to be ashamed about from that game. It was a good effort from them all around. They just needed another break or two that just didn't happen.
Yeah, you know, both teams can't win. You know, it comes down to a play or two either way. I thought both deserved to win, but only one could.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Shoots the 3. That doesn't go either for Durant. Puts up the baby hook. And an air ball on that one. Way off. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Pelicans on top. Up.
Well, Scott, early on, you found yourself trailing and trying to make up that ground. What effect does playing from a deficit have on this group?
Well, it's not good, but we're just fighting. I thought we did a better job of really attacking and looking for each other. We got to continue to do that, Doris.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. If there's something I'd like to see us do as well in the second half as we did in the first, it's get the ball into the low post. They've had no answer when we've gotten it into the paint. One big reason to be encouraged is the scoring we got off turnovers. There's nothing that'll lift a team up like good defense leading to offense, and that's just the kind of lift we could use. And guys, I don't want too many of us under the glass at the defensive end. I want to be sure that we always have at least a couple of guys getting up court, ready to receive the outlet pass and get an easy bucket on the break. We played just the kind of basketball.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's a different look for Oklahoma City. McGarry's checked in for Perkins. Perry Jones comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Roberson in for Anthony Morrow. Vitor Favarani's checked in for the Pelicans. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. So the Pelican 5 right now. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. And it's Favarani in at the center position.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Choice but to foul there.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New Orleans.
I like the way they've gotten to the foul line throughout the game, guys. Those are important points.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Z's checked in for Tyreek Evans.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Thunder trailing by 15. And here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. They set the pick. It's Durant with the drive. The rebound by Z. Z's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Anderson with the ball, guarded now by Durant. Anderson passes to Z. To the paint. Here's Favarani. Here's Z. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And the leaderboard with some point guards who have been getting their hands dirty in the paint lately. Let's take a look at the top rebounding 1 guards of the last 10 games. 5th, Russell Westbrook.
This is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
You know, it definitely sets them apart from most of the other point guards in the league when you can glass eat like that. They've got a little bit of that big man attitude in them, battling in the paint when the shot goes up and feeling like they can get some rebounds too.
New Orleans leading by 13. Pass to Z. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Z, the pass to Anderson. Inside. Durant with the steal. 1:43 left in the third. Jackson dishes to Durant. Feeds to Robertson. On the wing, Jackson. Puts it up from 12. And that's collected by Z. Z's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Holiday. Kicks to Favarani. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, we just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Perkins, he's checked in for McGarry. And Favarani, no good on that one.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
The drive by Jackson. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty. That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
Yeah, perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
Yeah, it should. I mean, if that doesn't fire them up, I don't know what will.
Holiday, the pass to Z. Goes up on the block. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
From 13, offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie, and the truck for showing. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
Substitution on the... Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
For Anthony Morrow. And it's Andre Robertson in for Russell Westbrook. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Pelicans. Reggie Jackson out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Perkins. Then it's Jones. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed.
New Orleans leading by 23. 2 minutes. Now here's Evans. Deflects the pass. There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter. Morrill kicks to Durant. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Perkins with the bucket.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
New Orleans has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Holiday, the pass to Z. Back to Holiday. He dishes it to Evans. Shot clock at 6. Holiday goes in. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Looking at the game for Drew Holiday, he's got 8 points and 4 assists as well.
Guys, it seems like the league has been pretty forward-thinking, willing to embrace changes over time, always trying to improve the game. And I think, they actually changed the competition committee over the last couple of years. It used to be every general manager. Now it's made up of 3 owners, 3 general managers, 3 coaches, and a player, which I think is a much more manageable group to work with.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Pelicans.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, some toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
There's something more than just a win when they are playing these guys today. They're going to come out on top in the season series.
And that's going to make it a special win, Steve. They'll finish 3-1 against them, and they're allowed to gloat a little bit with that record.
You always need role players to step up and help, and that was the case here as everything was working for Tyreke Evans. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fredette kicks to Favarano and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
2 shots.
And so he hits both. 15 seconds left in the 4th. Jackson kicks to Jones. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. There's a screen. Fredette with it. So we see the...
Well, Tyreke, a very confident game for this basketball team. What made it all come together tonight?
We were just outstanding from the jump ball. We came out aggressive, what to prepare for, and I think we were being physical with them, and that helped us a lot.
Outstanding. You.
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the vibes, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just sing to the left, sing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright. One time, feel good, yeah, y'all. Bust the vibes in the place, y'all. Nigga, you feel good.
we've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by... And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. So the Bulls 5 right now. The forward combination of Dunleavy and Gibson. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. And it's Noah in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Butler dishes to Gibson. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. Misses off the right iron.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Mike Dunleavy, the former number 3 overall pick out of Duke, Steve, back in 2002.
Yeah, he played on that Duke team back in 2001 that won the NCAA championship. Played alongside Williams and Boozer. You know, never really became a star, but a quality player over his 12-year NBA career.
Here's Rose, and the Bulls with another miss.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Gibson with the screen on Gordon. Butler goes in. Releases from the wing and drills it.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Rockets.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher, mentally and physically, if you're going to win on the road.
6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Here's Noah. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding of the past month. You look at Butler, one of the game's best, second in the league.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. You know, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still an important skill to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. As much as you can do to help your team, you increase your value and your importance. And the guys on this list give their team a huge boost with their ability to squeeze the orange.
And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Rose.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one. Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big men as well.
New Orleans making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Noah with a screen for Rose. Shot off the screen, and it's blocked by Holiday.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
At the defensive end, Steve, Noah is a key player.
Yeah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Kevin. He gives you rebounds, blocks, steals, but what impresses me the most is his ability to guard on the perimeter against screen and roll when he switches out onto point guards. He's unmatched in that category.
Outside Holiday. Dishes to Gordon. Back to Holiday. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops. New Orleans making some changes here. Vitor Favarani comes in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Austin Rivers in for Gordon. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. The drive by Brooks, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. McDermott kicks to Brooks. That one wide left.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Noah. Back to Brooks. Here's Mirotic. That's blocked. 1:21 left in the first quarter of the game. And Holiday, here we go. Tries yet again. Aberrani, no good. Bulls trail by 10. Brooks kicks to Heinrich. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And, you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. 7th in blocks. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
Yeah, this is a team that shoots the ball well, and I think the key is their accuracy from the three-point line. You look at that number in the top 10, as you talked about, Clark. You know, they've leaned on this of late particularly, and I think their success from the three-point line has really allowed their offense to open up and become more balanced.
Z, guarded by Heinrich. It's stolen by Heinrich. Brooks, left side. Pass to Noah. He feeds it to Heinrich. Noah with a screen on Rivers. Goes up to the stripe. Can't get it to go. New Orleans will take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
Pass to Z. Just his first attempt. That's good. Now here's Brooks. Fader on the way. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And now the second. Make substitutions. Bulls trail by 7. Taking a look at the Bulls. Inside, Gibson and Noah. Jimmy Butler is out there with Heinrich. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward position. Shot's good by Gibson.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Joakim Noah. He's putting up 15 points a game. 10 rebounds and 3 assists. Well, we know what sets him apart. It's his rebounding, and those numbers have really been there for him.
Yeah, they sure have. He's been contributing in a few different ways, but nothing really matches the work he's done on the glass.
Got a piece of it. Gibson with the steal. Heinrich with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Heinrich passes to Dunleavy. Gibson up top. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
Just 2 to shoot. Heinrich. Pelicans pull it in. Z's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And his old high school coach is an attendee at today's game, Clark. I believe they still stay in close contact, even though he's now in the NBA.
And, you know, you always have to keep perspective by remembering where you came from, no matter what you're doing, but certainly in the NBA. And it's nice to see that he does that by still staying in touch with his old coach.
Gordon against Heinrich. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. Here's Holiday. He had 10 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. There's a good screen. In the corner, it's Gordon. From 11 feet away. That's good. Gordon's got 7. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Now here's Heinrich, averaging 6 points per contest. Noah with a screen for Heinrich. Dunleavy up top. Shot clock at 6. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, it's funny, Clark, some people thought that Joakim Noah was considered a bust when drafted by Chicago.
Very premature assessment of that young man. I tell you, you talk about having to eat crow for those who felt that way. A two-time NCAA champion, Noah has now rightly become revered as the heartbeat of this scrappy Bulls team, an All-NBA, an All-Star, and also an All-NBA defensive player as well.
Here's Dunleavy, covered by Evans. Heinrich outside. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Butler. Butler's got 8.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Holiday dishes to Gordon. Pass to Evans. New Orleans moving it around. The pass to Z. From the low block. Takes it off the glass. Z's got his second basket of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Heinrich against Holiday. Here's Dunleavy. 11 points last game. Rebound, Evans.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Holiday attacking. And the
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And, Coach, what's your analysis of that first half of basketball, and how do you want to adjust during the second half?
Well, I think we stayed patient. We started doing a better job defensively. And then we got the ball moving a little bit. We got to move their defense around to get their size out of the lane and then look to attack. But I like to see us run and get some easy baskets.
Coach, thank you for the...
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again. First off, shot selection. We're getting high percentage looks, and it's working very well for us, and I like it that we're being very efficient. One thing that's helped us, we've had some nice blocks. That's been a real momentum changer. It's important to keep up that intensity. This is a very tough opponent, and we've got a difficult half in front of us. But I've got all the faith in the world in you guys. I know you can get this done.
we have a close ball game on our hands.
You're up. Let's go.
Time to do my thing.
Then for the Bulls, Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Holiday out there with Rivers. Then there's Davis. Then there's Anderson. And it's Achinsaw in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Butler. He nails it. And we're tied up. Butler's got 10.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you open looks like that one.
Z's checked in for New Orleans. Rose against Howard. From 12 feet out. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 10. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, a close partnership between Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau and center Joakim Noah. Noah said, quote, "The way each of us sees the game can be totally different, but he'll fight anybody to win, and I will too." Noah says Thibodeau's changed too, adding, "He's opened up a lot more, asking how we're doing, what we're thinking." Kevin?
They're really the backbone of that team. Thanks, Doris. Shot clock at 6. It's Anderson with the drive. Here's Z. Slams home and he claws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Joakim Noah.
Boy, the big fella showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Yeah, sometimes he can climb those, so glad to see him get that one down.
For New Orleans, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And in general, this has been a very good foul shooting team, about 79% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Out to the right wing. Mirotic has a wide open look and too long on the shot. Pelicans leading by 3. And Holiday, here we go. And he gets it to go. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Outside Rose. He kicks it to McDermott. Back to Rose. That's blocked.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Now Rivers, averaging 8 points a game. And here's Anderson, fires at the elbow. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Butler kicks to Rose. They set the pick. The dish to McDermott. There's the feed to Noah. Tries again. And the layup is good. Noah's got 8 points.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Anderson outside. Rivers against Butler. Holiday, the pass to Z. Here's Davis. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Chicago. For New Orleans, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Noah with a screen on Rivers. Heinrich kicks to Rose. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. Heinrich's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Heinrich against Rivers. Kicks to Anderson for the 3. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Not much doubt about that over the back.
That's it. And you know this, man.
For a piggyback.
Bulls trail by 15.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for the Pelicans.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
Boy, I like the way they responded and made adjustments from their first meeting this year, which they lost, and came out tonight with a mission to finish off with a 1-1 season record against the Bulls.
And if you had to pick one player who would maybe take over everyone else in terms of picking up his game, it was, I think, that kind of a night for Drew Holiday. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on defense that put them in the driver's seat.
So for Chicago right now, inside, Gibson and Noah. Derrick Rose is out there with Brooks, and it's Heinrich in at the 3 spot. Fast break, here comes Chicago, and here they go. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Jimmer Fredette. The free throw drops for Rose. Chicago making a switch here. And both free throws good for Rose. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Fredette, the pass to Z. Baseline jumper. Shot misses. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might...
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you guys are playing like this?
Yeah, we just got to play aggressive. And, we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
Stay aggressive, Anthony.
Hey, Coach, what's shaking, baby?
Too many of these old bones.
Hey, so what'd you think?
I think I was lucky to coach you as a high school player. You are a natural.
Hey, thanks, Coach, but I had a really great teacher.
Oh.
I gotta get to the locker room. It was good seeing you, all right?
All right, I can't wait to see you.
All right, man.
Good job.
Thank you.